Well, it's 9:45. Hi, Anne Nicol. That's not Anne
Hello.
Nicol. Anne
No.
Nicol's over here. That's a pumpkin.
That's the crazy
with
pumpkin
big broccoli
lady.
head.
What should we name it?
She's the crazy pumpkin lady.
Crazy. Did you make this?
Oh, yes, I did.
How long did that take you? Because that is amazing.
And why did you think of broccoli?
Well, I went to the market and saw all these fresh vegetables and all this, all the yummy harvest of the season, and those were so big that they had to be the hair.
That's good.
So
You got to go to the market with the other side of the brain and think about what you can do with that food other than eat it.
You have carved pumpkins. You have pumpkins that have been hollowed out. You're doing things with pumpkins.
That's right. It's all about pumpkins.
Squashes and other gourds.
What's
That's
being
right.
made right now? Because I can smell that from here. It
What is
smells
that?
so
This is a
good.
pumpkin ravioli, so it's basically a pumpkin puree. And you can make your own pumpkin puree by cooking down your own pie pumpkin, which is a smaller pumpkin. It's
How
sweeter.
do you know? You wouldn't use the
No.
innards of that pumpkin, would you?
No.
Is the flavor lessened the bigger the size, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
it gets a little bit more woody. So the sweet ones are the little ones.
All right.
So
Okay.
You know what's cool about
Good to know.
pumpkins? You can't get more local. I mean, you can buy them right from a patch.
For sure. Yeah.
Right here in Ontario.
And even all the gourds and all the squashes. I mean, it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So we've got everything. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this silly pumpkin.
Okay, yeah. So let's.
She's,
how did you do that?
So basically, I do an outline with a marker, like a Sharpie marker, on a clean
We can
pumpkin.
turn that if we, just to
Yeah,
show the
just
camera. So
here.
you do an outline.
Oh, there's part of your.
So there's the outline,
Right.
and then I carve it out an outline with one of these tools. It's an X-Acto tool,
Right.
and then I take all the skin off, the flesh off with
a peeler?
It's a cheese slicer,
Oh, cheese slicer.
and that's why it's a little time consuming.
But
This took about
here's
3.5
my
to 4
question
hours.
now. That looks easy on the flat parts of the pumpkin, but all in here in the teeth. How did you get the skin
Well,
off
that
there?
you keep just grinding away and chipping away and
You shouldn't grind your teeth in.
taking it
So it's
with more of
hours.
these tools, and I've got a whole kit of an arsenal of
Yeah.
equipment that I use.
Get the
So-
kids involved with
yeah.
this then.
And normally you can take the flesh out of this, or you can leave it all in. I've left it in for this, but normally I would take the bottom of the pumpkin out and clean it out from the bottom, because I light these with a trouble light, so that you don't have to worry about the candle going out. It's always lit up, and
Okay.
it glows really nicely then.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so now I jumped the gun
So we've
getting to
got-
these, right? So these are on the go, and they take so what's the
So
puree?
basically, it's a wonton wrapper.
Okay.
And
is
you've got a
more-
pumpkin puree
Oh, is it?
with,
my
you're going to leave
God.
those for you for lunch.
Oh, nice. What a lunch we're having today.
Yeah, you're having a feast. So it's pumpkin puree and a little bit of sage and a little bit of thyme and a little bit of salt and pepper, and you egg wash the edge and put them together. And I boiled those for about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you can just saute them in a little bit of butter and finish them with some Parmesan cheese and chives.
Ooh,
So
okay.
yum. Here.
I'll get you another plate just in case you need to make more.
Yes.
Since there are so many.
So
Right.
we
So how long
like
do you
this.
cook those?
4 minutes, I boiled them, and then you just want to saute them quickly in the end with, here, sprinkle some
Okay,
Parmesan.
I will. Thanks.
Here's I'm just walking around the
And chives.
area here.
Yeah.
How pretty, eh?
Okay.
And we've got the roasted pumpkin seeds too.
These are
so
delicious.
you want to just clean them off. All the recipes are on foodland.ca.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to go on there, there's tons and tons of recipes for pumpkins and squash. And and we're also going to make a soup.
Well, we're making a soup here, and it's a pumpkin soup.
Yes, roasted pumpkin, onion, and garlic. So, and basically we're roasting all of our veggies. They're in the oven roasting.
Oh, okay.
I'll just grab them.
So nice, fresh Ontario peppers.
Well, we got Ontario pumpkin,
Oh, pumpkin,
Okay.
excuse me.
Ontario onion, and
Oh, yes.
roasted garlic. And you leave the garlic in the skins, and then just before you put them into the soup, you're going to squeeze it out. And so, if you're thinking garlic, it becomes really sweet
Yeah,
and
once you
caramelized
roast-
once
once you
you
roast
it. So
garlic,
it's not
yeah.
going to be a pungent garlic flavor.
Okay.
Okay.
So then we're going to put this in here.
What stock is in here?
Just a chicken stock. You can use a vegetable broth or chicken broth or.
Oh, right off that parchment paper
Yeah.
and in.
Oh, how perfect. No splash or anything.
No. Yeah, parchment paper's.
And how long do
Parchment paper's your friend.
How long do you keep that on the stovetop?
It's basically ready to go. We're going to puree it.
You puree it in the end.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Oh, delish.
it's easy.
Want me to puree it?
And that's, how easy a nice homemade soup is.
No
you know?
kidding. Ready to go?
Are you
Go
going to
for
do
it.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to, this is your
Splash,
guard?
splash.
Splash guard.
You've done this before.
He's
Good job.
learned.
No, I've never used this before.
I should have a splash guard.
I've seen other people in action.
Now, once you've got that all pureed, you've actually gone a step further and given us some creative bowls to eat out of.
Yeah,
Right?
so we've carved out, and it's fun to use all your veggies, you know, and then you can actually, even though you've carved them out and you're using them for a soup bowl, you can still use them again and take them down and, you know, have another meal out of them. So it's a good way to utilize all of our nice vegetables.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to share another tip. This is a keyhole saw, so it's typically a woodworking tool, but I think these are worth it for $15. You know the orange ones you get in the kits for kids?
Yeah.
They always break, right?
They do.
So this is a perfect little tool to carve your pumpkin, and then you can do anything with it, right? It goes.
Oh yeah, look at you
It's
go.
Little,
They're
little
bendable,
tiny, you know.
Look at that. That was fast.
So you can. It's so quick and easy, right? I
that
highly recommend this tool.
That was great.
Yeah, and if you need to leave pieces in or take pieces
Yeah,
out,
and
or
even if you
carve
wanted
around
to do
things.
this pumpkin and have it like a little lantern with all different shapes and fun things.
Yeah.
Fun.
Hey, Ann, what's that over there? That pumpkin. Look at that thing, Jeff.
That's a Hubbard squash. So that's all edible. And what you could do with that is with your, if you just want to do something quick, get your cordless drill with the thickest bit you've got and drill all holes in it, and it can be a little lantern.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So, yeah.
That's really
Fun.
smart.
Like a
Give you a nice.
jack-o'-lantern.
And then these guys, I saw them at the market. I had to have them.
Yeah, you could-
It's like Mother Goose, right? So I found all these little, well, the poor Easter bunnies that I had got, you know.
Right. What about this toolbox?
This is
here?
for
Where did this
professional
come
grade,
from?
right?
Yeah, that's I ordered that online from Japan.
Did
and
you
it's,
really?
Yeah, it's all Japanese carving tools, and
Wow.
there's a book that comes with it with all kinds of carvings into melons and all kinds of things. You know, you can do
Yeah.
with food and. As a food stylist, I love playing with food. So
Yeah, and then they've got little outlines and things like a dragon.
Little cutters, yeah.
I think that's a turkey or.
well, it is from Japan, so they're probably Japanese oriented.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like-
probably
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
and little symbols, but all these things are great, like these little tools for doing little intricate things, or
And coring
even,
out, too,
it's-
and things like
they're
that.
That's
fun.
come in handy, that thing?
Yeah, but you can get some of the other things like at an art shop or even Canadian Tire or hardware store.
And I cannot forget the tiny pumpkin pies, also known as pumpkin tarts.
That's a traditional pumpkin
Pumpkin
pie.
tarts.
That's delicious.
I have
And
more
easy.
pureeing to do.
Okay,
There
go.
they are, all finished up with the whipped
Yeah.
cream on there.
Oh yeah, you put some whipped cream on. Nicely done.
Are we
And-
ready to serve?
You want some? Want me to serve some of this?
soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty well done.
Let's
You can
just,
get some for your little bowl.
Let's pour it into the bowl.
See how cool is that?
How nice
So
is that?
nice.
And how fun. And,
And
the
if you have-
kids would love this,
Oh,
right?
for sure. And if you have guests,
And then we're
they'll
going to
be
drizzle
impressed.
it with some roasted red pepper. And
Oh,
nice little taste.
I guess. Try that out, Jeff.
Is there a spoon in here?
Cheers.
I don't
Here.
know. Ann's got a
Oh.
spoon. An orange spoon.
I'm going to give it a
Just
shot.
for you.
An orange spoon with an orange pumpkin.
Anne Nicol from Food Light Ontario. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Thanks for coming by.
Of course.
Yum.
I'll continue to puree.
Okay.
Go
You've done a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And Nicol.
We'll be right back. Coming up on 9:54.